What's up everybody, it's Sean here and I'm back today to give you guys a review of the Jordan Zoom 92 in the Olympic colorway. This brand new lifestyle silhouette from Jordan brand draws inspiration from the designs of sneakers from the 90s while incorporating modern day technology, creating a very retro looking silhouette that works for today's wear. So the Jordan Zoom 92 retails for $150 US or $195 here in Canada, and the official colorway for this shoe is white, true red, metallic silver, and obsidian. According to Nike.com, this shoe is inspired by the Jordan 7, the Air Max or Air 180, and the Nike Air Force 5. And though at the time those shoes released, they were meant for performance wear, this one is much more of a lifestyle sneaker. And if you couldn't tell by now, the colorway of this shoe is based off of the Air Jordan 7 Olympic. So taking a deep dive, starting things off with a toe box, this is constructed using a very soft white leather. This is accented with these 7 perforations right down the center. On the lateral side of the toe box, here we have this translucent nylon, and it's surrounded by this silver synthetic leather at the top, and this red TPU piece on the bottom to give you added structure and support for the lateral side of your foot. When you compare this to the medial side, on this end there's no nylon, and instead it's just entirely covered in that synthetic silver leather. Moving downwards, the mid panel of both sides of the shoe, this is constructed using this white colored mesh. Overlaid on top, we have this fused material which is done in the shape of a swoosh, and for the lateral side only, it's colored in this obsidian color. Right below this, we have this obsidian colored overlay, and we have Zoom Air branding done in red. When you compare this to the medial side, on this end we have a much smaller swoosh, this one done in white, and then below this, instead of the Zoom Air branding, here we have the Jumpman logo. Above this, covering the top 4 eyelets, this is covered in this obsidian colored rubber. So we have more of these fused overlays covering the back end of the sneaker, and the entire back heel is covered in this synthetic white colored leather. Overlaid on top on the back heel, we have this triangular shaped badge which is a call to the Jordan 7, and we have the number 9 which is the number that Michael Jordan wore during the 1992 Barcelona Olympics. And then hanging off the top, we have this obsidian colored nylon pull tab. So the tongue on this shoe is very stretchy and it's done in this sleeve-like finish, and I believe it's constructed out of neoprene. So the bottom half of the tongue, this is white neoprene with perforations found throughout, and then the top of the tongue is done in this obsidian color. We have this red outline surrounding the edges, along with this gold Jumpman right in the center. And then crisscrossing over the tongue, we have these white colored rope laces. Pulling up the insole, these come with a red colored insole, and it's finished off with the Jumpman logo on the heel. So the upper of these Zoom 92s sits atop a very chunky foam midsole. The back of the midsole is done in this obsidian color, and we have Air branding right in the center, and then the forefoot area, this is left in white. And you'll also see underneath the forefoot we have this exposed Zoom Air, which is the cushioning setup that's embedded within this midsole. Turning the shoe over to the bottom, so here we have your outsole, and in this case this is predominantly done in this semi-translucent icy blue finish. We have this large head of rubber on the forefoot with Zoom branding on it. This incorporates a herringbone traction pattern. And then below this, we have Nike Air branding in obsidian, followed by this red Jumpman at the bottom heel. So that covers the look and the construction of this shoe. For those wondering how these fit, overall I'd say that these fit very nicely going true to size. So I'm a true size 10, slightly on the wider side. I got these in a size 10 and they fit me perfectly in a very nice snug way. As I said earlier, the tongue is very stretchy and it hugs your foot like a sleeve, and I felt like the forefoot area was pretty wide foot friendly as well. I had no problems going true to size with this pair, and I felt very secure and very locked in. Next up, talking about the comfort on this shoe, so I gotta say, straight out of the box, I wasn't that impressed. When I tried these on initially, they definitely felt a little bit stiff, but after wearing these for about an hour or so, they definitely broke in and became much more comfortable over time. So the heel area, there's a ton of foam right here, and this does give you some nice plushness and softness to it, but the thing that definitely had to break in more was the forefoot. So the Zoom Air unit, I couldn't really feel that initially, but the more and more I walked in them, the more I could feel the Zoom Air under my foot, and then eventually after that 1 hour or so, I'd say that these are actually very comfortable. So if you try these on in the store, you might not be initially impressed, but I definitely recommend giving it a shot, breaking them in a bit more, and I think you won't be disappointed after that. Finally, quickly touching upon the quality and the craftsmanship on this pair. Overall, the materials weren't the best. Other than the leather used on the toe box, the rest of the materials felt pretty synthetic, so there's definitely a bit of that cheap feeling element to this, which is disappointing considering the price point is pretty high at 195 Canadian. I had no visible glue stains and no loose stitching, so all in all, I'd say that it was pretty solidly well made. With all that being said now, let's lace up these Olympic color Jordan Zoom 92s and I'll show you guys how these look on feet. For me, when it comes to Jordan Brand, usually I only stick with the signature models, but for some reason I was kind of feeling the look of this shoe and I decided to give it a shot. Overall, there's some hits and misses, it's kind of expensive for what you get, and while the quality of the materials aren't the best, I'd say that there's definitely potential for this model. They feel good on feet, and I like the 90s retro style to it, so I'm looking forward to future colorways of this model. So let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about this Jordan Zoom 92. How do you feel about the look, the design of this shoe? And for those that have tried this model on before, what are your thoughts? I'm very curious to know, so let me know down below. If you guys like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Give me a follow on Instagram at esco8, check out my Twitter at sean.go, and visit my website at seango.ca. So until next time, thanks so much for tuning in. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching this video, and I'll catch you guys all in my next review.